Okay, quiz number 9, here we go. Question number 1 is a 10-point question. It's a two-part question. Ready? Question. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 35 says, "What about the wise and what about fools?"
Red, 1.
The wise shall inherit glory, but shame shall be the promotion of fools.
That is correct. Question number 3 is a 10-point question. It's a two-part question. Ready? Question. In Gibeon, in a dream by night, who appeared to whom?
Yellow, 2.
In Gibeon, the Lord appeared Solomon in a dream by night.
That is correct. Question number 5 is a 10-point question. Ready? Question. Solomon instructs to forget not what, as recorded in the first verse of Proverbs chapter 3.
Yellow, 1.
My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments.
That is correct. Question number 6 is a 10-point question. Ready? Question. Why did God give David a son, as recorded in 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 6?
Yellow, 1.
And the Lord gave Solomon, and Solomon sat down and showed unto them my servant David, and my father great mercy, according as it walked before thee in truth, and in righteousness, and in uprightness of heart with thee. And thou hast kept for him his great hands, that thou hast given him a son to sit on his witnesses.
That is correct. Question number 7 is a 10-point question. It's a quotation question. Ready? Question. One verse of Proverbs begins with the word happy. Quote this verse.
Yellow, 1.
Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding.
That is correct. Question number 9 begins our 20-point questions. It's a two-part cross-reference question. Ready? Question. Which verse of 1 Kings chapter 4 contains the phrase Solomon's wisdom, and which verse of 1 Kings chapter 10 contains this same phrase?
Yellow, 1.
First Kings chapter 4, verse 30, and 1 Kings chapter 10, verse 4.
That is correct. Time's been called. Question number 13 is a 20-point question. It's a four-part question. Ready? Question. As found in our last verse of 1 Kings, blessed be the Lord which did what, to do what, because he did what, therefore he did what.
Yellow, 1.
Blessed be the Lord thy God, which delighteth in thee, to set thee on the throne of Israel, because the Lord loved Israel forever, therefore made he thee king to do judgment and justice.
That is correct. Hoquiam 2 wins with 55 points. Let's give them a hand. Great job. And our highest scoring individual with 45 points is Destiny. Question number 2 is a 10-point question. Ready? Question. In the streets, what does wisdom do?
Yellow, 1.
Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
That is correct. Question number 6 is a 10-point question. It's a quotation question. Ready? Question. One verse calls wisdom the principal thing. Quote this verse.
Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thine getting, get understanding.
That is correct. Question number 8 is a 10-point question. Ready? Question. It pleased the Lord that Solomon had done what, as recorded in verse 10 of 1 Kings chapter 3.
Yellow, 1.
That Solomon had done this thing. Acts this thing.
Okay, so that would be a foul on red 3, because yellow 1 was called. So I will reread the question to yellow 1, and you'll have the opportunity to respond. It's a 10-point question. Ready? Question. It pleased the Lord that Solomon had done what, as recorded in verse 10 of 1 Kings chapter 3.
In the speech, please the Lord, that Solomon had asked his son.
That is correct. Question number 9 begins our 20-point questions. It's a 4-part question. Ready? Question. Inclining what unto what and applying what to what are spoken of.
Yellow, 2.
Interruption.
In Proverbs chapter 2, verse 2, inclining thy ear, wisdom, applying thy heart unto understanding.
That is correct. Question number 13 is a 20-point question. Ready? Question. The Queen of Sheba came to Jerusalem with what?
Red, 1.
With a great train and camels which bear spices and very much gold and precious stones.
That is correct.
Fantastic.
Contest, yellow. Question number 18 begins our 30-point questions. It's a quotation cross-reference question. Ready? Question. A verse of Proverbs chapter 1 and a verse of Proverbs chapter 2 are addressed to my son. Quote these verses.
Yellow, 2.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 9. My son, hear the instruction of God, forsake not the love of the Lord. Proverbs chapter 2, verse 1. My son,
Time.
That is incorrect. Time up, yellow. This quiz is closed. Let's give them a hand. Our winning team is Hoquiam 2 with 45 points. Let's give them a hand. Our second highest scoring individual with 5 points is Riley with 5 points. And our highest scoring individual with 30 points is Destiny. Question number 1 is a 10-point question. Ready? Question. Referring to my words and my sayings, keep them in the midst of what?
Yellow, 1.
Keep them inside her.
That is correct. Question number 2 is a 10-point question. Ready? Question. Wisdom has stretched out what?
Yellow, 1.
Right hand.
That is correct. Question number 3 is a 10-point question. It's a 2-part question. Ready? Question. The same verse instructs to put what away from thee and put what far from thee.
Red, 1.
a forward now, reverse lips.
That is correct. Question number 4 is a 10-point question. It's a 2-part question. Ready? Question. An ornament of grace unto what and chains about what?
Yellow, 2.
Interruption.
High school Corey. And
Proverbs chapter.
That is incorrect, and this interrupted question will be reread to the opposing team without interruption. It's a two-part question. Ready? Question. An ornament of grace unto what, and chains about what, are spoken of in verse 9 of Proverbs chapter 1.
Red, 2,
An ornament of grace about the head and chains into the neck.
That is correct. Question number 6 is a 10-point question. Ready? Question. Where did Solomon's servants stand?
red, 1,
People before thee, he referring to Solomon.
That is correct. Question number 7 is a 10-point question. Ready? Question. Our verses of study speak of giving knowledge and discretion to whom?
yellow, 3,
To the young man.
That is correct. Question number 8 is a 10-point question. Ready? Question. As recorded in 1 Kings, where was there no more spirit?
yellow, 3,
1 Kings chapter 10, verse 5. And the maid of his table and sitting on his servants and the attendants of the ministers and their apparel and his cupbearers and his assembly which he went up into the house of the Lord, there was no more spirit in her.
That is correct. Question number 11 is a 20-point question. It's a quotation question. Ready? Question. Quote the two verses preceding the one that mentions froward things.
yellow, 1,
When wisdom enters into thine heart, and knowledge is present in the soul, discretion shall preserve thee, and shame shall keep thee.
That is correct. Question number 12 is a 20-point question. It's a two-part question. Ready? Question. Do what wisdom says in Proverbs 1:23, and I will do what?
red, 1,
Turn you and my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, I will make known my words unto you.
That is correct. Question number 13 is a 20-point question. It's a two-part question. Ready? Question. As found in which verse, what shall happen when thou liest down?
yellow, 1,
Verse. Chapter 3, verse 24, when thou liest down, thou shalt not be afraid. Yea, thou shalt lie down, and thy sleep shall be sweet.
That is correct. Question number 16 is a 20-point question. It's a three-part question. Ready? Question. Referring to wisdom, which same verse says to forsake her not, and what shall result, and to
red, 1, interruption,
That is incorrect, and this interrupted question will be read to the opposing team without interruption. It's a three-part question. Ready? Question. Referring to wisdom, which same verse says to forsake her not, and what shall result, and to love her, and what shall result?
yellow, 3,
Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Proverbs 4:6.
That is correct. Question number 17 is a 20-point question. Ready? Question. What is said about the path of the just in the verse that records this information?
yellow, 3,
in the just are as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
That is correct. Question number 18 is a 30-point question. It's a quotation question. Ready, question. As found in Proverbs chapter 3, verses 16, 17, and 18, quote what is recorded about wisdom.
Yellow, 1.
Length of days is in her right hand, and in her left hand riches and honor. Her ways are ways of pleasantness, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life, and the life will upon her, and happy is everyone that became fair.
That is correct.